Marami na sa inyo ang nakakita dito sa larawang ito 'no, sa Facebook, viral na larawan si, Tatay Digong kasama si Michael Scofield ng Prison Break. Actually, isa ako sa fan ng Prison Break na ito noong araw. Ito po ay ano, na ipapalabas sa DVD, sa Blu-ray. Ano nga lang sa akin, pirata. Pirata nga lang yung binibili ko kasi yun lang ang afford natin ano ho. Napakahusay talaga ang, series na ito dahil itong si Michael Scofield, yan yung nakikita niyo ngayon katabi ni Tatay Digong, ay dinevise niya or pinlano niya na magpakulong para isalba ang kanyang kapatid, na si Lincoln Burrows ano. So ang ginawa nitong si Michael Scofield na ito ay, nag-hold up ng bangko para mahuli siya, para mapapasok doon sa kulungan kung saan nandun ang kanyang kapatid na si Lincoln Burrows. Hindi naman sila ano, magkapatid lang sila ata sa nanay, basta ano, half brother 'no. So basically itong nire-represent nung, Prison Break na ito is, a brother who made all his way para makapasok sa kulungan para itakas ang kanyang kapatid. And what does this picture represent? Nung una kong nakita parang nakakainis ano, pero kung titignan natin natuwa ako. Kasi nga the story is itong si Lincoln Burrows, yung kapatid ni Michael Scofield ay pinagbintangan, pinatay yung Vice President ng USA. So siya po ay nasentensyahan ng death sentence. So if we are to relate this to this picture ni Tatay Digong, kumbaga Tatay Digong is in good hands with Michael Scofield. That Michael Scofield is yung mga abogado ni Tatay Digong. So hindi naman literal na itataka si Tatay Digong doon, but then yung kanyang mga legal counsel na masusing pinili or usapan nila Vice President Sara Duterte ay sila ang magre-represent na, ipanalo na mapalabas, mapalaya, mapauwi na si Tatay Digong to prove na yung kanyang pagiging nandun sa dahig ay isang malaking pagkakamali, na isa itong pamimintang na hindi naman talaga siya yung gumawa. Kumbaga, yung war on drug niya is a government policy to crack down yung mga drug addict, drug pusher, drug lords. That is the main reason kung bakit yung criminality sa atin ay talamak. So kita natin nagsipagbalikan na yung crime sa bansa natin. Talagang makikita mo kahit yung mga nag-a-addict on a broad daylight wala silang takot, katabi pa nila yung ano, yung police station, andiyan lang sila. Yung mga kawatan na magnanakaw, gagawin nilang lahat para may pambili ng pag-a-addict nila, talagang nandiyan. Yung mga nanggagahasa kahit bata, gagawin at gagawin ang lahat. Hindi pinagbigyan ng misis. Ayan, sige, gagahasain yung kanilang anak, mga ganun. At so, anyway, basically, Prison Break for me is actually 2005 itong ano na ito. I might as well watch it again kasi nakalimutan ko na talaga yung ano niya. So Duterte escape, basically it does not mean literally na tatakas siya doon kasi wala sa karakter ni Tatay Digong yung tatakas. In fact, yung ginawang pag-aresto sa kanya, hindi na siya nag-resist knowing the fact na magkakagulo pa. Kumbaga, even the fact na he knows he was treated ill of that arrest, na illegal arrest, sumama pa rin siya dahil alam niya na kung hindi magkakagulo doon, kasama niya ang kanyang pamilya doon. And ayaw niya ring dumanak ang dugo. Ano? Kasi talagang ano yun, kung lalaban si Tatay Digong doon, alam yung magiging reaction ng taong bayan. magiging madugo. So mas pinili niya, wala sa karakter niya yung tatakas o ano, kasi sabi niya, I am fully responsible. Lahat ng ito, ako ang mananagot, sabi niya. So yun yung karakter ni Tatay Digong. So they will still get this justice in a manner na makukuha sa legalidad. Hindi gagayahin yung ginawa ni ni Marcos Jr. na isang traitor, ano? As you can see, if we try to go back, like for example, itong ano, ayan, saan ba yan? If we try to go back dito sa ito, yung post ni Thinking Pinoy nung 2021, sabi niya, if Inday doesn't run, I may go BBM. If only to protect PRRD from ICC. Who's after him for risking his life for 6 years to dismantle PH narcopolitics. This old man deserves time to rest. So basically, ang principle dito is kailangan natin someone to protect PRRD after his term is over. But the other way around, baliktad ang nangyari. Diba? Baliktad ang nangyari kasi siya pa ang nagkanolo, kumbaga, kung titingnan natin. Even the foreign people, they would believe na talagang ang ICC walang power yan unless kung makipag-cooperate ang gobyerno natin. Let us see this video.
Have an entrenched political dynasty. The feud with the Marcoses is causing them problems, though, and now her father is in jail. Would these events have happened if the president wasn't at war with his deputies?
With the arrest of Rodrigo, when they were allies, Marcos himself said he would block the ICC. Now, note that the ICC does not have any power to arrest anyone. They need the participation of countries in order to arrest suspects. So, for example, Netanyahu has an arrest warrant against him. Putin has an arrest warrant.
So Netanyahu, lately lang bumisita si Netanyahu sa isang bansa kung saan miyembro ng ICC. Hindi naman siya isinuko na hindi naman inaresto si Netanyahu. Ibang bansa na yun, Ibang bansa na yun. They could have arrested Netanyahu and brought to the ICC, but they did not. So, ibig sabihin, wala talagang ipin itong ICC kung walang mag-i-impose nung kanilang arrest na yan o kanilang sinasabing jurisdiction na yan, wala talaga mangyayari. So, basically, it is sole the cooperation of state where the person is accused of something.
Warrant against him. Their countries are not giving them up. So, if it weren't for Marcos Jr., Duterte would still be a free man.
If it weren't for Marcos Jr., Duterte would be still a free man. Ito si anong pangalan nito? Si Alindogan to, Pilipino po ito Al Jazeera ito. Journalist ng Al Jazeera, and I know ito linyado ito kay sa mga dilawan. If I'm not mistaken, kasi isa ito sa nag-interview kay PRRD before. But coming from her, Marie Alindogan, coming from her, kung hindi dahil kay Marcos Jr., ay malaya pa sana si Tatay Digong.
They need the participation of countries in order to arrest suspects. So if it weren't for Marcos Jr., Duterte would still be a free man.
In relation to
matatandaan ninyo, ito yung kanyang din sinabi.
do you intend now to invite the ICC to the Philippines to conduct its investigation?
No, that would be a political move.
Political move. Galing sa bibig niya, political move.
Play politics with jurisdiction and sovereignty. We do not recognize the jurisdiction of the ICC.
So, lumalabas ngayon na pinaglaruan mo.
And we view it as a threat to sovereignty, simply because the ICC was formed to provide justice to areas where there is no judiciary, where there is no court system, where there is no police, where there is no peace and order. And that's not the Philippines.
Is dismissed. So, yun. If we try to go back, ayan, no, if Inday doesn't run, I may go BBM only to protect PRRD. Nasan ka na ngayon, thinking Pinoy? At syempre, functioning yung ating justice system. Taliwas dito sa ginawa ni Marcos Jr. na tumraidor kay PRRD, kung saan the only president among all presidents who made a bold move to let the father of this junior be buried in the libingan ng mga bayani. Walang utang na loob, no? Walang sino mang presidente nakagawa nun. Tapos after all of that, tinulungan ng kanyang anak, si Sara Duterte, na i-lift up ang kanyang pangalan. Kasi walang may gusto talaga nitong si Marcos. Konti lang naman yan sila eh. In fact, mas marami pa nga yung dilawan eh. Kung tutuusin eh. Sa Ilocos Norte nga, hindi nga naipanalo ang mga Ilocano ang Miriam Defensor Santiago. Nakatandem ni Marcos Jr. noong araw, di ba? So, kukunti lang yan sila. Mas marami pa yung dilaw. But the merging of Duterte, Sara Duterte, and Bongbong Bangag Marcos na ito, somehow nanalo siya.